seniors to get around too, to go different places in the city. And I'll mention one more thing that's very important about this, and that is that it's going to have 22 different stations across the city, and that it's going to be of benefit to all different neighborhoods and help connect this city together into one Toronto that is all connected together. And I think that's very important as well. We should have been building one new station of public transit subway every year for the last 25 years, but we didn't. And Smart Track is going to allow us to make up for lost time and get a bold, big transit service put in across the city in 7 years. And that's why you should be enthusiastic about supporting my candidacy, because it's going to do something that's going to make a big difference for a lot of people. Can I just mention two other things that are important to me before I say thank you and sit down? Transit and traffic, I mentioned. Taxes. I have made a commitment to keep property tax increases at or below the rate of inflation. I think that is important to many, many people in the city, including many people in this room, and including a lot of senior citizens. I meet a lot of senior citizens who say to me, I want to stay in my own home. I want to stay in my own home. I don't want to be forced out of my own home. And one of the fears they have is that if their property taxes keep going up and up and up by, say, more than the rate of inflation, this is going to cause them to have to leave their home and go somewhere else. I think we all agree it is best for those senior citizens and everybody else to stay in their own homes for as long as they can, and certainly not for anybody to be forced out of their home because taxes get too high. But even beyond that, there is no reason why we can't work with the skills and the experience that I have to spend the money smarter that the City of Toronto takes in. And I say to you right now, we can do better on traffic, we can do better on transit, and we can do better with how your tax money is spent at the City Hall. We can do much better, and I have the experience, I have the skills, and I have the determination to do much better with your money, to mind your dollars more carefully, and to keep taxes at or below the rate of inflation. That is a commitment for me. The current mayor told you that he was going to respect your tax dollars, but he's really not done as good a job as could have been done. If you look at some of the projects, like some of these you'll know, the Union Station upgrade, the Nathan Phillips Square upgrade, the Sony Center downtown, these have all gone millions and millions and millions of dollars over budget during the time that Mr. Ford has been in office. We have to do better than that. That is taking money that you worked hard to earn, that you sent to the city government to build transit and provide police and look after seniors and deal with public health and build housing, and it's being wasted through bad management and through lack of accountability. I promise you I am going to do much better at that, because I want to do better, I'm determined to do better, and most importantly of all, I know how to do better with your money. I've run big organizations before. I know it's about discipline, it's about accountability, it's about making sure people pay attention to whether they're on time or on budget, because as you know, in all of the work you do, that is important everywhere else in the world, including families, to be on time and on budget. Families don't have the choice not to be on budget. Governments shouldn't have the choice not to be on budget. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to do better for you. And last but not least, and it's certainly not least because it's the most important thing of all in a way, because if we don't have jobs, if people aren't employed, then it won't be possible for us to collect the tax revenue and to finance the services and to have people riding the transit to and from work. That's one of the main reasons we want to build Smart Track, to connect people to jobs. But they have to have jobs to connect to. And again, I say to you that the current mayor of Toronto has not made the effort he should have made to reach out to China and to Brazil and to Germany and to countries all over the world, and even to other parts of North America, Canada and the United States, to say to companies all over the place, big and small, we want you to come to Toronto. We need you to come to Toronto. We want you to come here and create jobs for people. We need you to come here and create jobs for people. We are blessed by the fact that 85,000 people are coming here every year to Toronto to make it their home. This is a magnet for people because we have opportunity here, the same opportunity that many of you have taken advantage of here in this city. But we have to keep working and working and working to get more and more and more jobs. And Mr. Ford has not done that. He has not done that. He talks about cranes in the sky building condos. That is good news as far as it goes. But all the people who are going to live in those condos have to have a place to work. And those jobs are going to be created by businesses such as the ones you're involved in, and by setting up businesses, new businesses here in Toronto, and they're going to conclude that they want to come here because we have transit, because we have taxes that are under control, because we have spending that is under control, and because there's a mayor who's determined to create the kind of place here in Toronto where businesses from around the world want to come and want to invest and want to create jobs. And I want to make it very clear. Mr. Ford says the city is booming. I don't think you can say a city is booming when you have 83,000 young people who are not at work, not in training, and not in school. You can't say a city is booming when there's that many people between 16 and 24 years of age who are not at school and not at work. I don't think you can say a city is booming when you have 10% unemployment overall. We're doing okay in some parts of the city, but there are many other people who are being left behind. And I'm going to work every day, all day, as the Mayor of Toronto, at the City Hall and everywhere else I have to be, to make sure that we get more and more and more businesses that set up here, entrepreneurs who are encouraged to start businesses here, companies that are encouraged to come here from around the world, like some of you did, to make Toronto their home and their place of business and to create jobs for people in this city. We can do better at that, and we have to do better at that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want Smart Track, if you want the Smart Track transit in 7 years, all-day service every 15 minutes, if you want taxes kept at or below the rate of inflation, if you want attention paid to waste in government and to spending your money more wisely by someone who has the experience to do that, if you want to elect somebody who knows how to attract jobs here, because I know the kinds of things business people are looking for, if you want a balanced, stable government that addresses the needs of seniors and other people who may have special needs, that understands the need for us to embrace diversity and to make sure every single Torontonian is included in one Toronto without exception, regardless of where they come from, what the skin color is, what language they speak, any of those kinds of things, that we embrace everybody without exception, then I would suggest to you respectfully and thankfully for your attendance and your attention here tonight that you should elect me as the Mayor on October the 27th. Final thought. I want you to be able to say, if I come back here to visit the Agent Court Senior Services Centre again, I want you to be able to say, not only are you proud of the city you live in, because you should be, we all should be, each and every day, and very thankful for the kind of city we live in. I want you to be proud of the fact it's getting better and that we're moving up towards #1 in the world of the most livable cities in the world. But I also want you to be proud of your city government, and I want you to be able to say once again, after several years where you couldn't say this, I don't think, that you're proud of your mayor. And I'm going to work each and every day to make sure that you can say you're proud of your city, you're proud of your city government, and you're proud of your mayor. And Senator, I've seen you just come in. Please wave your hand and say hello to everybody here. And I want to say thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy the evening very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for the... John, in case you don't know, in the old day, only the emperor had a special seat.